Bonjour, my dears! Welcome to this Paris weekend vlog. Meet myself, my husband Stas, and our puppy Zephyr, who is currently very busy inspecting his paw. We have called Paris home for the last 5 years, and we are eager to show you our favorite spots. Join us on this hopefully sunny Paris weekend. This will be our typical Paris weekend. We will do some sports, check out new restaurants, and walk a lot. And I mean a lot. Our weekends are very active. And I will share my favorite spots, from coffee places to unique stores and favorite sports classes. There will be a lot of insider hidden gems in this video. And we have a special mission for this weekend. We are going to see my family soon, so we will be searching for presents to take back to the home country with us. I will share some ideas on where to find unusual Parisian souvenirs. All the places I show in this vlog will be summarized at the very end of this video. You can just grab a screenshot for your next trip to Paris. On y va? Allez! Let's do breakfast. Today I'm cooking poached eggs. I have tried many ways to cook them, but this strange method works the best. I poached it from a girl in Versailles. The key for success here is to have very fresh eggs. Typical French breakfast would be a cup of coffee with a sweet pastry, but if I eat like this, I'm hungry again in under an hour. Our favorite bakeries are called the French Bastards. They are super tasty, modern, and I really like their self-depreciating humor. Not what you expect from the French, to be honest. Just look at this branding. Fondé hier means established yesterday. Check it out! Okay, time to get ready for my sports class. Have you heard about La Grey? I'm already late, so I'm running. So guys, first thing of my typical Saturday and Sunday actually as well would be to go to sports classes. I'm a huge fan of Pilates, and today we will do a sports which is called La Grey. It's like close to Pilates, but the machine itself is different. I will show you definitely. And tomorrow we will go together with me and Stan to the cycling class, which is a very cool one as well. So yeah, running to the metro, and I need to go to the city center to this new studio called Core. It's a really cool one, I really like it. So yeah, time for the workout. I love this studio. Its vibe, its interior design, and even the cosmetic products in the bathrooms. The La Grey method is like Pilates Reformer, but with slightly different machines. And for me, this workout is more intense. This is a La Grey machine, not just a reformer, but a megaformer. No kidding, someone in marketing had a blast name in this machine. Sorry guys, no videos from the class this time, as I didn't want to film other people sweating without their consent. Oh, what is this? Are these abs? Ah no, this is only my imagination. Although I have my favorite studios in the city, I also love checking out new classes. I usually book classes via ClassPass. That's an app where you can book all possible classes with discounts, approximately 25–50% cheaper than booking directly with the studio. Even with this app, I spend around 250–300 euros per month on sports classes. Pilates and La Grey classes in Paris are not cheap at all. But this is one area where I allow myself to spend more. That was a really cool experience, and now I'm heading to lunch with my husband and hopefully with my dog, because we are going to a very nice Japanese restaurant, but we are not sure if they accept dogs. So we tried to call, they didn't pick up, and we will see. Normally in France, restaurants are quite dog friendly. I'm quite positive. We will go and check it out. Sometimes, yeah, sometimes they don't accept dogs. Let's go! By the way, I just realized that I'm standing next to a very cool cosmetic store. So it's called Oh My Cream. You can see it here. It's a very nice one. They have a great selection of like different brands. There are many brands that I use personally there. If you are in Paris, go and check it out. It's very nice. That's a very typical French place. And by the way, we are in a very, very city center. And you can see that there are not so many people. There are some, but not many. This is our favorite Japanese place in the city. They are famous for their tasty hand rolls. We love coming here when we spend the weekend in central Paris. And now we also know that they are dog-friendly. That's how they roll.
Welcome from our Saturday. This is a place not far from the Louvre. It's called Doki Doki. It's a hand roll bar, meaning they prepare rolls. They roll their sushis, or they also prepare sashimis and whatever. And we discovered this place quite recently. It's not that far from the sports studios we go to sometimes. We go to a cycling studio. Kate goes these days to a Legrand machine studio. It's not that far from there, so a part of our Saturday routine is to go and hit the gym, so to speak, and then go and have lunch afterwards, which is why we're here today.
This is a cool coffee spot that opened very recently. We will not go there today because we plan to show you another one, but note this one for your next trip to Paris. I love the laconic name of this place, by the way. Hopefully, they will be opening the meal restaurant and the dessert pastry shop right next to it soon. There are many very nice and cozy galleries in Paris. One of them you can see right here. It's called Galerie Vivienne. Let's go and explore it. Normally in such kind of galleries you can find shops, artisanal. How do I say artisanal in English? Artisan shops, some fashion brands, mostly local ones, and some antique stores and bookstores as well. I forgot that there is the best brand of candles, like my favorite one, which is called Madeleine. They are all done, they're all handmade, and they smell just incredible. Maybe I should go and check out. So this is a great place for finding a unique souvenir from Paris. This team handcrafts candles and perfumes in France. The candle that I chose as a gift to my friend smells like frozen pine, crystallized amber, and old burned wood. Can't say that I've ever smelled frozen pine nor amber, so I'll just trust them on it. They are quite pricey, 99 euros per candle, but definitely worth the money. They burn up to 65 hours and they're super stylish. Next stop, one of the best chocolate stores in Paris, owned by Alain Ducasse. Alain Ducasse is a famous French chef whose restaurants were awarded more than 20 Michelin stars in total. He has opened more than 25 restaurants around the globe, from Tokyo to New York. He also owns a chain of chocolate stores. His chocolate bars are something very special. Highly recommend to try them out and take with you as a souvenir from Paris. So actually our next stop, guys, is Zephyr's grooming salon. We need to cut his hair, but he's super active dog. So before we go to grooming, we need to walk him for an hour so that he moves and he's a little bit tired and then he just does not destroy the grooming salon. We came to the Palais Royal, which is a literal translation is Royal Palace. It's one of our favorite places in Paris, in the city center. It's very nice and it's dog-friendly park. There are a lot of flowers and yeah, in spring it's blooming everywhere. There are a lot of fashion shows which happen here as well, and a lot of historical movies are also filmed here. In another part I will show you later. And one of my favorite coffee places is here as well. Let's go and explore. Look at those nice tulips. Zephyr is a Labradoodle. The coolest thing about this breed is they don't shed. Super convenient. The downside of this, though, is that we need to trim his fur every 6-7 weeks. Otherwise, he looks like a fluffy cloud. When he was a puppy, I couldn't find a grooming salon for him in our neighborhood. They simply did not accept new clients. After COVID, there were so many new pets. So we found a fantastic grooming salon in the city center. Zephyr loves it in there, and he always gets plenty of treats. We drop him off for a couple of hours and proceed with our mission, enjoying the city while hunting for presents. So this is Zephyr before his grooming, and this is after. Money well spent?
All right, so we have given Zephyr away to his groomers. So he's going to be there with them for a couple of hours, which gives us plenty of time to go and explore the beautiful city with my beautiful wife. So we are in another classical Parisian commercial gallery. And what's interesting about them, this is sort of the first commercial center, a mall, if you will, where many little shops are put together. Historically, you have individual shops in the main street, for example, but this is the first time they were put under the same roof in some kind of a mall or commercial center. And you have still 15 or 20 of them, at least in central Paris. This is a bit outdated as a concept, but they're still nice to explore as a historical heritage of the city. And look at the little chairs with heart-shaped backs. They didn't have to do it, but they did. And I think that's one of the beauties of Paris. And here you just have a guitar store, because why the hell not? This is a special place, of course, because this is a shoe store or shoe repair store specifically dedicated to Christian Louboutin and his shoes. To just give you an idea of the prices, replacing a heel of a broken Louboutin will cost you 95 euros. If you want to put some new soles, some red signature red soles by Christian Louboutin, this will cost you 155 euros minimum for women or 220 euros for men.
I promised to show you one of the tastiest coffee shops in Paris. Here it is. This is a Taiwanese-style place, and today it's a small chain of 4 cafes in Paris. As you can see, the place is very popular. My favorite drink is a flat white coffee with oat or coconut milk. Stas is trying out something special today. They launched a limited edition kit with a trendy donut shop called Momsy. Upselling is such upselling. By the way, these donuts would be another cool thing to try. Highly recommend the yuzu one. What's fascinating about France is that here in France, rich people compete, like not showing off the size of their yachts or maisons or, I don't know, the collection of antique cars. They compete with their collection of contemporary art. And they do place their collections in nice museums, which everyone can visit. And here we can see a museum which is called Bourse de Commerce. It used to be a grain exchange building, and now it's a collection of Monsieur Pinot, who is the owner of Kering Group. We also have here in Paris Louis Vuitton Foundation. In Bois de Boulogne we also have Katia Foundation and many more. We will not go inside today to this one, but it's very beautiful, and I will insert a couple of videos from our previous visits so that you can enjoy as well. Look at this cube with the mirror walls. This is a construction site. Really love this creative solution. Instead of an ugly construction site, we see a second Louvre. 2 Louvres is better than 1, right? Traveling with a dog in the city is super easy. Dogs are allowed in the metro, which is more than enough in Paris. Trams and buses are not dog-friendly though. Zephyr is always excited to go underground. The key for success here was to take him with us in the metro when he was a small puppy of 3-4 months. He got used to traveling in the metro and rides like a proper passenger. So we are back home. It's about 6:30 now. We had 2 objectives for today. The first one is to groom Zephyr, and this one is 100% complete. The second objective was to buy a bunch of gifts for my family, for our family, and this one is 60% complete. I have a big family and I need to find some gifts that I couldn't find today. So stay tuned for tomorrow. I will continue this mission. And for the evening, we don't have any fixed plans. I think I will work on my YouTube channel. I will write a couple of scripts, and then maybe we will assemble a Lego set with my husband. We will see. See you tomorrow. Evening time is work time for me. I'm preparing a vlog from our weekend in a French chateau outside of Paris. Producing a vlog requires a huge amount of work, to be honest. Normally it takes me about 20 hours to produce one video, from script to publishing. And I'm not even doing the video editing myself. I'm partnering with a professional video editor so that you can enjoy my content in the most engaging format. Super grateful for her work. Hello, good morning. It's a beautiful Saturday morning. I can see some sun, but not much. Paris has been very unpredictable in terms of weather. These couple of weeks, last weekend was super nice, plus 25 degrees Celsius. This weekend is more on a cold side with rain and so on. Second day of the weekend, just had some breakfast and we will be running to our sports classes. We will do cycling today. A very cool concept called Dynamo. I will show you around once we arrive. I just watched this recording and realized that it's a visual thinking. It's not Saturday morning, it's Sunday morning already. So yeah, Monday is approaching. Basically, I don't want to believe in it. We are heading to the second sports class of this weekend, the indoor cycling studio called Dynamo. When we moved to Paris more than 5 years ago, the public services were not digitalized at all. But I love seeing how fast Paris is catching up. This is a super convenient way to refill your public transport pass, called Navigo, with additional rides. Now, if only we could get rid of the plastic card altogether and pay directly with an iPhone, like other cities do. Remember this life hack for your next trip to Paris to avoid spending time in huge lines of tourists. So I just finished my class, so we got very lucky and we managed to get in, even though we were late. Normally they close the doors just at, let's say class starts at 10, they close at 10:09. But honestly, I'm so pissed off. I have a love-hate relationship with this chain of studios, which is called Dynamo. I really love classes. I think the concept is great. It's a disco with really cool music, with good techno music, with very good coaches. Like you are riding a bike, you are kind of dancing as if you are going out in the morning of Sunday. You burn your calories, you work out, and at the same time it feels as if you are in a nice club. But the level of service is just insane. When I came to the studio, they told me that they're not sure if I will get a seat or not. I don't know why. Maybe there is some problems with the booking system. It's like a US low-cost airlines.
You book your ticket, you pay some money, you plan your day around it, and then you just you travel for 40 minutes and they say, you know what, maybe you will not get in. About a month ago, there was another problem. I was on a broken bike and I could not change the bike because the class was full. They promised to reimburse it to me, but they never did. So I really love the class and I really love the coach. If you are in Paris, I highly recommend to try it out. But for me, the question is still open whether I'm coming back or not, to be honest. Oh my God, just look at this boulangerie.
As everyone knows, you are supposed to have 5 fruits or vegetables per day. So, sweetheart, which fruit or vegetable should we have? Should we have maybe a pear, or a raspberry, or an orange? I'm happy to have all 5. I think we can get all 5 at the same place today.
It's fascinating for me to see this type of architecture in Paris. It reminds me of my hometown and my home country. I was born and raised in Russia.
So, you've lived in Paris for just over 5 years now. How are you liking it?
I've been loving it, to be honest. I really enjoy Paris. I think it's a great city in terms of quality of life. And the fascinating thing is that you never get used to the beauty. First time you arrive, you are so impressed. There are so many great architecture, museums, cultural events, such trees, parks. But then you think, okay, maybe after a couple of years I will see everything and I'll just get used to it. But no, you never do, basically. So, for example, today it's my first time in this park. I've never been here, and it's a really nice one. I keep exploring even after 5 years.
Our next destination, a newly opened restaurant called Dacha. Dacha in Russian means a summer house. Many families in the Soviet Union had a small plot of land outside of the city where they built a summer house. I too had a dacha in my childhood, and my family still has it. Anyhow, this is a new and delicious place opened by a chef from Odessa in Ukraine. And today we are checking out their Sunday brunch, which turned out to be spectacular. We decided to take one brunch set and a couple of dishes from their a la carte menu. Food was great. The service was pleasant, but super long. We spent 2.5 hours in the restaurant. I guess it's fine for a Sunday brunch, but I'd prefer a faster meal. How very un-French of me.
So as we were walking in the 20th arrondissement of Paris, we came across this place. This is a bookstore called Violette & Co. And what's interesting about it is that it is, well, first of all, it's a feminist and apparently lesbian bookstore. But what's interesting about it is that it's sponsored by the city of Paris. So what Paris does, it actually invests in little independent commerces and retail stores, bookstores, butcheries, boulangeries, and so on, to create a more vibrant, more interesting, and more diverse city, and to protect the city from chain stores filling up the place. That's the way. Paris spends, I think, upwards of 200 million euros yearly on it, but I think the results are remarkable.
I will take you with us to one more cool destination today. A concept store called Merci in a vibrant neighborhood called Le Marais. What I like about this place is that you can find so many unique things for any budget. There is a big area with tableware and kitchen supplies. We have a couple of items at home. They're high quality and quite durable. You will also find stationery, candles, cosmetics, and even clothes. And there is a pleasant cafe. Just imagine having a coffee and reading a book there.
All right, what do we have?
So I bought a very nice candle for my friends. I really like the design, and it smells very good, but very intense.
And I think it's refillable, no?
It should be refillable, yeah. So once she is done, I will bring her the refill. And also, for this candle, I bought a box of matches.
Nice.
We are finally back home after this long weekend. It's time to take Zephyr out for a walk. Poor boy has been waiting for us the entire day.
And now, my favorite part of the weekend. We get back home to the 16th. We grab our dog Zephyr, who is very busy at the moment. And we just go for a walk to our favorite coffee shop in the neighborhood. It's time to collect some poop, exactly. So yeah, just walking and enjoying Paris, enjoying our neighborhood and spending quality time with family. So that was the high school of our neighborhood. In French it would be called lycée. And the funny thing is that a couple of years ago, exactly in this place, I saw two absolutely incredible French women and decided to film them. And it turned out to be a super viral reels on Instagram, which collected 74 million? 74 million of views. And several people texted me saying that they are grandmothers, and I even found a grandson of one of those ladies. That was a very funny story, funny and cute.
I remember how when it started picking up in terms of views, I remember how we counted. We were like, okay, more people than the population of Tunisia saw that reel, and then more people than the population of the Czech Republic, and then how far did we go? I think we went definitely more than France, but not quite as far as Germany. So I think we were in the end somewhere between the number of the population of France and population of Germany in terms of people who saw that reel, which is pretty incredible.
Yeah.
So well done, Kate.
Thank you.
Here is a full list of all places that I mentioned in this vlog. Stop this video for a second and take a screenshot for your next trip to Paris. Thank you guys for staying until the very end of this vlog. If you liked it, please hit the like button. I also recommend watching my other vlog, Weekend Outside of Paris. And don't forget to subscribe for more content from France.